One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, October 18th, 2024. The NBA season preview of the 2024-2025 season. I will be talking about teams in the Southeast Division today, and let's just get it. So the first Orlando Magic, right, had a surprising season last year. They're looking to capitalize, especially can Paolo Banchero get better? He was an all-star. He's a played well all season, stepping up. And the Orlando Magic had a great 7-game series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just end up falling short in that seventh game, but they they signed KCP in the offseason, bringing uh, championship experience and depth talent to that team. That got Jalen Suggs, and they re-signed Franz Wagner to a rookie max extension. This team with Jamal Mosley as the head coach are really going to be something to really look forward for, as well as what is their progression. How far can they go? Can they go to the conference finals? Yes, people are saying conference finals. And it won't surprise me. The way they play, so many interchangeable parts. I think just the experience will really, really, really help this team. Really, I predict them of winning the division and going 50-32. I think they're going to win 50 games and really be a very formidable team in the Eastern Conference. They picked up a lot of, they got some good guys in there, and I think that they should be able to be a very formidable team in the Eastern Conference. Now, the next team I got to talk about is the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat. Okay, last season wasn't what they expected. They've been to the finals, and it felt that they took a step back. Not having Jimmy Butler, and that's the big thing is Jimmy Butler's health. Jimmy Butler hasn't played that much in the last few seasons. I think he's averaging, um, last few seasons, averaging close to 60 games, and that's just not enough. And he has to play more, and Jimmy Butler has to be Jimmy Butler, especially in the regular season. I know he don't care about that too much and kind of want to save it for the playoffs, but I know he's getting older, and I think Jimmy Butler at 36 shouldn't be your best player, right? Let's just be totally honest. I think this is going to be the last season of that championship window. I think this is the last season. If they don't do it, and I'm talking about get to the conference finals. I'm not even talking about the championship. I think the team, no, they're not competing for a championship. No, no. That's not happening. But I think this is the last moment, and I think they like to play the role of underdog, but they're not going to be, if they get into the playoffs healthy, I think they won't be the role of underdog. People will see them as just a seeded team looking to knock off a regular season big dog. So that's going to be the real tall tale sign, and I think for Miami, especially one Bam Adebayo, going to the Olympics, getting that experience. Congrats, with him and his girlfriend Asia Wilson, being together. But that experience helped him. But the thing is Bam going to be putting up offensive numbers? We're talking about 20 points and 10 rebounds. And I think to have that kind of consistency is really tough for him because he does so much for them, I think, defensively, schemes and certain things. And to try to have that offensive load, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. That's why you gotta have a guy like Tyler Hero, gotta come in and step up. Also the other veterans, they got the young guy, Novich and Jovic and Jaquez, they gotta really step up. And the Heat, we just don't know because I think, not saying that Coach Riley's going to blow it up because you already know what he said to Jimmy Butler when he was at the press conference. It's just interesting about this team. And if they don't get to where they're going to get, where's the direction? Because Jimmy Butler is going to be, he's going to be wanting his ascension this offseason coming up. And what they're going to do about that. And you know what he wants. He wants his money. And that's going to be a real interesting thing for Jimmy Butler coming in, because you can't go out the first round talking about you want to spend that kind of money, and they're looking at themselves like, okay, we're a middle of the pack team. No, we're not that. Who's coming in? Or are they going to bring another superstar in there? Has to be better than Jimmy Butler to get them over the hump, and that's going to be a real something. But I have them going 46-36 on the season, so that's that is what it is. So that's going to be what I got for the Miami Heat. All right, the next team is the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, again, last season, just playing. But the whole thing is like you hear so many things with Trae Young. And from a financial standpoint, Trae Young is the franchise. And you really need Trae Young there. He sells a lot of jerseys. He sells merch. The kids like him. But all that floating with LA wasn't something like the Hawks is. No, those conversations was real. Trae Young knows those conversations were real. He was a professional. He's out there in LA. He hears things. He knows executives. He knows hearing people from the Lakers and other teams and things like that. So those conversations was happening. No matter if the Hawks deny it or not, he knows those conversations was happening. And it's because of the team being a middle of the road team. And this hurts. And, with their fortunes, they did get the first overall pick, drafting Zachary Rekchasser from France. But he's not. This wasn't. He's not a guy that's like, okay, we're going to rebuild, tear everything down, and then rebuild around him. No, they know not to do that. They know not to do that. So the Hawks is in a real sensitive thing. If they get rid of Trae Young, what are they bringing back? Are they bringing back drafts and another all-star type player to go with the other players they have? Like, you got Jalen Johnson. This kid is just jumping out the gym and his scoring is getting better. He's playing great defense and everything. So they do have it, but I think they are being very careful with Trae Young, because obviously most of the players that was on that team that went to the conference finals 2021 isn't there no more. And you still got Capella and things like that, but a Kongu, but it's tough. It's really tough, and I don't know. It don't seems right now for them. But I got them going 37-45. Really no change, and that's what it is with them. All right, and the next team we're talking about is the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball, he's gonna be he's back, but it's making or breaking time for LaMelo to know, is he the franchise going forward, because you got Brandon Miller, who I think is gonna really step up big. He had a real good rookie season last year. You got Miles Bridges playing well again after missing a whole season with the domestic violence issues that he was faced with. but he had a good season and they gave him some money. But can all that formulate into a team that's capable of going to the playoffs? Because you gotta understand, this franchise does not have good fortunes when going to the playoffs. So is they able to do that? And they have a new head coach, Charles Lee, who got a championship experience with the Bucks as well as the Boston Celtics last season. So we got to see what, but they have to show. I think they need to go to the playoffs for people to really take this team going into the right trajectory, and LaMelo Ball's health. That's been also a key thing, but we just don't know because it's just interesting with them. All right, and I got them going. I got them going 31-51. So it's not. It's a step in a different direction, but going upwards, but not. It's just too packed. It's just too packed in the East. All right, the last team is the Washington Wizards. They draft Alex Zard the second pick. This franchise is abysmal. It's a damn shame. I think they want to. I think they're the worst team in the NBA. They got Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. They're going to be trade available. Kyle Kuzma could have went to the Dallas Mavericks and told them no, he do not want to go. He rather not be put in a situation where he could possibly win. He just want to put up big numbers. I think he's thinking about his money too. So I think that. But teams are quiet about him. And the Wizards just rebuffed everything. Jordan Poole as well. His stock is really bad because his shot selection. He was benched and everything. It's looking real bad in Washington. And Alex Zar, you can't say okay. Let's put no because there's two words that we have with the Washington Wizards that I'm constantly hearing, even on the internet: deconstruction or reconstruction. Right? What are they going to do? Because this is a this the players. I mean, yeah, they got some good young players. I don't even want to get onto that. Like I said, I'm giving just brief things. I used to give a whole. I used to just talk about a whole team and give them my synopsis of what you hear. But I'm just going division by division. I got too much going on. But this is just no. It's bad. It's really bad. And I don't know what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna break it up, blow it up, do some things. But I got them going 18-64 for this season. 18-64. That's gonna be the worst team, and I think they're gonna be back in the lottery again and try to figure it out because maybe they do get Cooper flagged and then make a decision on if they didn't make a decision on Kyle Kuzma, try to build with Cooper Flag and Bilal Kalabali and things like that. So we'll have to see, but I don't expect a lot from the Wizards. I see that they're going to be the worst team in the NBA. But that's all I have. Southeast Division preview, NBA preview. Thank you for coming out. This is NBA One Takes, Pretty Boy Laker. You can catch me on all the platforms and everything. Subscribe, and I'm out.